Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tabletop Coffee with Chuck and Keith. And tonight we're continuing in our series of helping husbands and wives to have emotional, relational connection. And tonight we're going to be doing our fifth video.
Yeah, it's fifth video.
First one was...
And last.
It is, yeah. We're going to finish it up tonight.
Yep.
D was directly turned toward as opposed to turn away. A is accepting of your partner's influence as opposed to being defensive. N is being nurturing as opposed to having contempt. C is giving of your concern in a way that can be heard without criticism. And tonight is E, emotional relational connection at the heart during the middle of conflict.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that and just bring it all together.
We're going to finish it up tonight.
Yeah.
That's great. You know, I promise you that if people will do this, you can't have a bad relationship. I'll show you how it's done.
Sounds great. Okay, now, if you haven't watched the first 4 segments, be sure to take a look down in the description. Yeah. We'll put links to those down below. We'll also link to the one prior to this up above, so you'll be able to get to the different segments. It's important that you take a look at them from the D, A, N, C, E. Watch them in order. Does it matter if they watch them in order?
Yeah, it does. It's really important, I think, to kind of get this in your head.
Okay. So, yeah, watch these in order. Be good for your marriage, your relationship. It'll never be the same.
The last one is E, which is an emotional relational connection at the heart during conflict. E is an emotional relational connection at the heart during conflict. Now, as I was listening to these trainings over and over again, John says that this is the thing that keeps couples together, is having this connection. I kept rewinding, and I couldn't get it. And it was really upsetting to me. As I was learning this material, I'd be sharing it with Kim, and sometimes I think she was interested, and sometimes she was probably, being a good wife and pretending.
Yeah, enduring.
Sure. I was really upset about this, and the reason is because here's the person who knows more about marriage than anybody in the world, says that this is the thing that makes it great for couples. I didn't get it. Couldn't get it. So Kim says, well, could you explain it to me? And so I did. And I said, yeah, John says that the thing that keeps couples together over the long haul is an emotional relational connection at the heart during conflict. And she goes, oh, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, what? She goes, oh, you're so right about that. And I said, you get that? And she goes, yeah. I said, well, please tell me. And so she said, okay. She says, we were first married for those first 2 years. I knew you were going to leave me. And I said, honey, I've never thought of leaving you. And she goes, well, I know that now. For those first 2 years, she said, it was really difficult for me. I just knew that any moment you were going to be out the door. And I said, I don't know what to say. She says, well, again, it's not like that now. She said, but when we were first married, I would hate it when you were mad. And because you were mad, it meant you didn't love me. And because you didn't love me anymore, you were going to leave me.
Okay. I can follow that logic.
Yeah. And then she says, I still hate it when you're mad, but even when you're mad, I know you love me. And because you love me, I know you're not going anywhere. And she said, that's what he's talking about, is that an emotional relational connection at the heart in the midst of conflict.
But that takes time to build.
It does.
It's not an immediate thing because you have to, it's almost like you have to prove yourself in these certain areas so that they get used to, in that instance, it was, he's going to leave, he didn't leave. He's going to leave, he didn't leave. He's going to leave, he didn't leave. Oh, he's not going to leave.
Yeah.
So it kind of conditions.
It does.
The other person.
And it takes time to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if one person in the relationship has maybe had a lot of trauma, or they've had a lot of people to not be there for them over the long haul and abandonment. You know,
Sure.
so they just learned that anytime anybody's mad at me, it means they don't love me and they're just going to be gone pretty soon. So that person lives kind of on a roller coaster.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So here's the really cool thing about that. You can't manufacture E. I can't say to you, Keith, go home and create E. It can't be done. That would be the equivalent of me telling you to go home and create a tomato. You can't create a tomato. What you can do is take a tomato seed or a tomato slip, the plant, put it in the ground, water, maybe some nutrients, some sunshine, tender love and care, and then the plant grows. And then a blossom forms, and then a fruit forms, and then you can take the fruit, the tomato, and you can eat it. You didn't create the tomato. You created everything around it so that the tomato formed.
So you're responsible for creating that environment.
D-A-N and C. D-A-N and C. And as you continue to do those four things, E just pops out on its own.
Hope and love. But the greatest of these is love.
That's cool.
Yeah. And that was really cool when I first started hearing this material because, you know, I don't consider myself the sharpest tool in the drawer, but I'll be darned if I can't do four things. And I can do D, A, N, and C, D, A, N. I can do those four things over and over again. And what it leads to is an emotional relational connection at the heart during the middle of conflict.
So you really didn't have to understand E anyway. It was going to happen regardless,
Exactly.
as long as you did D, A, N, and C.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's the dance.
That's cool to learn to dance.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, the really great part of it is, well, a lot of great parts to it, but it's just good information that I couldn't imagine living my personal life without. And I certainly couldn't imagine doing my practice without having that information.
Oh, and that can be so helpful. You know, I think there are a lot of things there that you talked about that go across the board in relationships, and you can use it with other people that you work with, and it doesn't have to be your spouse.
No, it's really true for every relationship.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Awesome. So, hey, if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that bell. We'll let you know when the next video comes out.
And hit the like button.
And thumbs up, thumbs down. It's always a thumbs up. There's no thumbs down under our video. So, yeah, you can't do that anyway. You have to like it. Hey, thank you for completing the dance with us. We finished E tonight, Emotional Relational Connection at the Heart During the Middle of Conflict. Trust me, there is so much content in the dance. You will want to go back and watch these a few times and make notes along the way. We have linked all of the different segments to the dance in the description below, so be sure to check those out. Also, subscribe and click that bell because we'll be putting up new videos every week so that you have more content to help in your relationship. So click that subscribe button, click that bell, click on that thumbs up, and share this with your friends. So until next time.